Hey Taurus, we're gonna do a quick energy checkup. Y'all know I always have things on my mind. Food for thought. Let's see who part of this narrative first. Leo, Scorpio, Pisces, Capricorn, Gemini. I want to deaden the thought processes of human beings. I don't know, I guess it's because we carry around so many bags and so many unresolved issues that as soon as we meet somebody new, we just dump. We blame, we accuse. I mean, it's crazy. When you really realize, I just met you. I wouldn't give a fuck if you was with somebody 10 plus years. If you wasn't with that person, walking hand in hand at like 5 years old, you really just, when you met them, you just dumped and just continue to dump. Blame, 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 blame. Well, whoever, it doesn't matter. If you leave somebody, the new person gets to blame, 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 blame. I just met you. And somehow, some people buy the lie that they did something to somebody when the person had a slew of motherfucking issues before they ever met you. And you did too. However, when you're a person that takes accountability for your bullshit and you just live in life on an everyday basis as a human being, and you happen to meet somebody, whether they're a twin flame, soul flame, or no flame, it doesn't matter. You tend to see how people project. I've been seeing it my whole fucking life. It irritated the fuck out of my mother that she couldn't get a rise out of me. But what you're saying, I ain't doing. What you're accusing me of, I'm not doing. I see other people doing it to you, but somehow you're placing the blame on me. I take it because I don't want to be disrespectful, but I'm not accepting that I did that because I didn't, or that I'm doing that because I didn't. People get crossed up in their trauma. You know what I'm saying? It's no difference than having a whole bunch of bags, some clothes, some food, whatever the case may be. And you take the clothes bag thinking you got the food bag. And accuse people of stealing your food. No, you just picked up the wrong bag. The way you coming at me, basically saying the way people be coming at you when you just met them, or what they be accusing you of. Some of y'all got into these twin flame dynamics. It's like y'all was fresh meat to people who had exhausted the possibilities of conjuring up more blame, pointing fingers at people that they deal with on an everyday basis. So when it's a new factor that comes in, which is an X factor for real, people don't know you. You just instantly turn and start attacking. Like, hold the fuck up. First of all, when I walked in here, I smelled shit. I spoke on the shit I smelled. And that's it. You can't make roses smell like, you know what I'm saying, shit. You can't make shit smell like roses. Shit smell like shit. Sorry for, you know what I'm saying it out loud that I smelled shit. How it got into, you know, all eyes on y'all situation, I have no idea. People are just problem oriented and shit is mind baffling and blowing and boggling. I can't imagine the amount of shit I'm being accused for and I rarely come out the house. That's how I know something wrong with people. You make it a point to tie your hands behind your back like the Tupac candle I got. But his hands tied behind his back, but he's steadily being accused of shit. Like, how? My hands is behind my back. I can't. Incapacitated. I can't even do that. Y'all got a lot of confusion and drama going on around y'all. Being blamed for shit. You just met motherfuckers like, what? Right. All you can do is roll your ass up in your head and get back to work like a motherfucker. Cause honey, to get energy to some of this shit, and you know you ain't did shit, you ain't doing shit, and you had periods of intentions with every human being you ever met, man, you be looking at people like, man, you don't get your ass out of here. Truth. That's all that matters right now. If you can't just tell the truth, you can't be honest, then what the fuck do you want from me? You can't build shit on lies and then be like, come on, let's keep building, baby. That, the Uncle Prince is standing on, let's just say he's standing in the center of the cosmos. It's air. It's nothing. You can change over into something else. You know, with no problem. But there's a whole other element. Earth is earth. So what you trying to build on a lie? You can't build shit on a lie. And motherfuckers start lying and being cunning and manipulative and then blame you when you don't fall for the banana in the tailpipe. That it's all your fault. What? I'm about my paper, I may not be the shit to you, but I'm the shit on it. Like, only way you can build is on truth. If a motherfucker lying or rips, you can't. They either gotta come clean, start rebuilding, or just let them go if their ego won't allow them to, or their lies. Some people are habitual liars, where they believe their own. You'll argue your motherfucking ass down. You be saying, I know the fuck you lying. Nobody gotta press record on their phone, screenshot, all this shit. Just tell the truth. You have to go through all of that. Motherfuckers talk about they keep. They keep their energies though. They keep people's messages just in case they have to cross-reference, screenshot it. So let them know they did it like a motherfucker or they said it like a motherfucker. If you said it, be able to stand on it and be able to explain what the fuck you was talking about. You know? And don't use no tactics and all that shit to get the fuck out of it. You know? If you take an ounce of truth out of the truth, it is now a lie. And that's just it. Some people is coming to the realization that they worked all hard to realize they weren't building no shit but motherfucking sand. Delusional as fuck. And steadily pointing towards the sand. Kevin Gates is pointing towards the sand. Or the cosmos, nothing. Because you lying. What the fuck you building on? What you standing on, honey? Lies? Oxygen? Nothing. You know, you was not solid. Somebody been put the heat to your ass. And liquefied your motherfucker. So here the four wands, but delusional. Some people come into that realization, what they've been building on, been straight ass sand, and they refuse. Could be y'all cross-watching for a Taurus. Y'all, Taurus is fixed. Refuse to turn that way towards the truth. He keeps pointing this way towards Uncle Prince standing in the middle of the goddamn ethers. Sand castles, you know, in the sky. He really pointed towards this solid family structure. No, honey. No, honey. You need to be playing that way towards the truth. Hierophant energy, you know. Divine. The Taurus energy is Hierophant energy. 4. Solid foundations. They be at home steadily planning, lying to themselves. Whole relationship a lie. They don't wonder where that bitch came up. Like, cause y'all lying to each other, bro. 10 for a family meeting, bro. Speak the truth in love. And that's it. Either motherfucker gonna accept it, drop it, and carry the fuck on, and now actually get to build, or they're not. That's when you get to walking the fuck away. Messy, messy, messy. That's why people don't want to be bothered with nobody. People are getting to the point, you don't give a fuck about no relationship or nothing else. Everybody going hermit mode. Alone. You know? For real. Rather than deal with a bunch of bullshit all the time. Some of y'all being tested. Your mental stability for real. The motherfuckers may be hell bent on trying to drive some of y'all the fuck out of crazy. For real. And instead of some people driving away, that's really what somebody's trying to do, trying to drive you crazy, trying to drive you away from them. But if you go crazy and be with them, don't think they won't get a power of attorney over your ass. And gladly take your social security money. For real. Oh, wait. You can't build on a lie. It's a futile, it's a abort mission. You just can't. 2 of Cups. Yup, we gotta be transparency. And you really can't do nothing sitting there shit. The Hermit energy and the Strength card is somebody that do not talk. I don't know if they have traumatized. I don't know if they know people be full of shit, so they really don't say shit because they already see that they ain't right upstairs kind of shit. Or that they lying. That story ain't adding up. But if you don't lie, you ain't got shit to remember. Shit. Oh, people know they be lying, honey, and be presenting that shit just like where I can't. Like, that shit is the truth. Some of y'all like, I'm about to focus on my money. That's the only thing left to do. Then that shit drive you crazy. Cause you're like, all I keep saying is I'm gonna focus on my money. Is that making me just, shallow with some shit, materialistic? No, not necessarily. What the fuck else you got to do, especially if you're in America. Where everybody looks for love, but it's only the love of money around this bitch. Ooh, for the love of money, honey. People will lie to that, they will cheat. People don't care who they hurt or beat. A woman will sell her precious body for a small piece of paper, carries a lot of weight. What it mean, bring almighty dollar, talking about honey, it's the root of all evil. Make you do funny things to some people. Give me a nickel, brother, can you spare a dime? Money can drive some people out of their mind. Got to have it, I really need it. How many things have I heard you say? Somebody ain't standing on their conviction. Somebody sold all the way out. Guess who? Themselves. Somebody in this scenario sold themselves all the way out and realizing that they did, and it ain't nobody to be mad at but theyself. And they don't want to change because changing or going in a different direction would kind of be like losing. But they losing standing still. How many things have I heard you say? Shit don't change to you. Get up and wash your ass, nigga. Shit don't change to you. Get up and wash your ass. Let's see where these people are mentally. You ain't gonna pull from the energy oracle and I'm gonna be out of here. So I'm trying to be 40 minutes today. Standing on a tower. Standing on a tower. Standing on mess. Standing on sand. Standing on lies. Standing on truths that are being hidden. Standing on nothing for real. Guilt. Some people feel guilty how they treated people. Some people need to be patient. If you wait on your cycle, it's coming. Some of y'all are pregnant, need to be patient with yourselves and whatever this is y'all finding out while growing something or someone. Adventure. Yeah, pretty much. Outside of, taking care of yourself, focusing on your money, and having some form of adventure. If you can find somebody that's gonna stab you in the back to go, on a few adventurous trips. Rebirth. I bet. Maturity. If you're a mature person and you stay in a situation with an immature person, do not make yourself believe that that person doesn't have influence over you. Before you know it, you'll be just as immature as they are. Even if you don't argue, fight, fuss back, you're around that person. Existence. Some people getting back in touch with their own self. They lost their self and some shit. Getting back in touch with their creator and getting back in touch with themselves because they lost time, energy, some brain cells like a motherfucker. Some shit that was just supposed to be an adventure to people ended up being them left with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 babies. Being friendly, for real. End up in a whole ass situation with people that are unwilling to compromise and may have just seen the person as seen their innocence too, for real, and took advantage of it. But when it's like that, you can be innocent, but don't be innocent to a default. Where you end up taking on the burdens of everybody else because you're just so innocent and acting like you're unaware of what the fuck you're seeing happening. You building something on lies. You building something on messy gossip, slang, just a bunch of shit. Some people are coming into, I would say, existence like this card. Just hella self-realizations of themselves and what's around them and what they've been doing. You know what I'm saying? Some people feel like they should have just kept it friendly with people. Some people feeling like it's just a bunch of children, just on some we are the world shit, And then some people just go on an adventure, travel off, may attain some form of success because they're not around their children all the time, so they have some sense of freedom. However, that ain't even, they can't find success. It's like shit finally caught up with them. I don't know who this is for. I don't know who I'm talking to. It's somebody either cross-watching for a Taurus. Taurus is dealing with someone that's dealing with this, or Taurus, you yourself are, somewhere in this story. You could be a woman that just ended up with children by all these, like, damn, how the fuck, even 2 baby daddies is too much sometimes. when you realize it should have just either stopped at hello, should have just been a good time, or you should have just been friends with the person. They just left you with a bunch of burden. No help. No follow through. Get you pregnant and straight walk out that door. Don't even offer no, abortion money or nothing. Some of y'all sitting there, sick as a fucking dog. That's exactly how it happened. Some of y'all met somebody and it was innocent. Y'all was innocent. However, whoever y'all met took advantage of y'all innocence and y'all didn't speak up for yourself. Whatever they did left y'all with all the burdens. Y'all went from innocence to sorrow. Innocence, burden, sorrow. And it's really because you didn't speak up for yourself, trying to keep it cool, keep it light, be friendly. I think you being mature. Like, no, you acting like this innocent older man when you need to act your age in this particular situation because you didn't speak up for yourself. So some people have wasted time being too patient for real. Especially if you was truthful in the situation most of the time. Somebody is going to be left with a bunch of guilt and noise in their head for how they treated an innocent person for real. No bad intention, nothing. But when I say treating them like, trash for some people 2 years, some people 6 years, some people 9, 7, some people 10, some people 1, some people 8 years. Just sitting in that shit. And knew better. That's why I said the 7 of Wands came up in reverse. You gave up your convictions. Even if you don't say shit, you're gonna end up the innocent person burdened and end up in a place of sorrow when you were more happy-go-lucky energy, friendly vibe, high vibe type of motherfucker. You sit around people that got to do all this shit, this messy shit, even if you don't say anything, even if you see what they're doing is not cool or kosher, they're going to infect you and affect you. Because you're surrounded by that shit. You cannot be affected. Come on. So now it's a whole 7 of Wands situation. Abundance. Fighting. So that means as soon as y'all get cool again, they just start back up fighting because you built on sand. It's just up and down, back and forth, all this fucking time. Going with the flow, steering your... When it's like that, you have to decide whether or not you're done with some shit or whether you're there to actually implement change. Because it's only 2 reasons. You know what I'm saying? If you're the maturest person in the fucking room or the smartest person in the room, then you're there to either change it or get the fuck up out of there because it ain't your vibe. Some people just stay and stay and stay. It's something that they get temporal or small moments of happiness, but their life isn't abundant. They have abundant moments, but then here comes the fighting again. It's really like chasing a high. For real, chasing the makeup high. Instead of just having something where you cool all the time. You chasing getting along again for a week, then it's back. Going here to here. Even if you ain't arguing back, they still arguing with you. Didn't I say I wasn't going in a 40 minutes? Dang. As soon as I pop these and get out of here. It's me all in a soul contract with somebody or a marriage. Angel of strength. Y'all could be the person angel of strength. Now y'all burdened with the motherfucker. Didn't know your limitations. Because guess what? The motherfucker holding him is going to be burned in a minute. You hear me? The motherfucker holding him, he is going to be burning in a minute. He going to have to let him go. He got his arm around him, he carrying his ass. But eventually, that's going to become his burden. Him. Stop trying to goddamn do his job. Only person advantage in that card is your fucking rooster. Wake up, everybody, no more sleeping in bed. Victory. Victory is mine. Y'all celebrate small victories. That could kill you too. It really can. Because you'll become content with small victories. And then you just go back to fighting. And you be here so long before y'all know it. Magician in the mirror. Ooh, it's a lot of projecting that goes on. A lot of projecting. Blame, 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 blame. You doing this, you doing like, oh, somebody will turn you into that. Let me tell you something. If you're a person that sits in the union and a person constantly accuses you of shit you're not doing and you don't speak up for yourself, you just allow them to do it. And then sometimes as a man or a woman even, you may step out just because of the fact that they keep on pushing you out there. But then you autocorrect and say, this ain't something I want to do. I'm going to just work and, be about my money, And they keep on. When you meet somebody you really want to be with, even if you don't leave that situation, you're going to be that person to the person you just met, which made me say, I don't understand how people, if somebody starts accusing me, like I will know they was with somebody that fought them a lot. I'm not going to deal with that. You know how long you been dealing with that? That's what the question that needs to be asked, posed. If they say a year, you be prepared for them to do that to you for that long. They say 2 years, you be prepared for them to do that to you for that long. You see what I'm saying? Somebody can condition your ass right in your face if you think you got one up on them. No. Just like I said, motherfucker holding the nigga with the burden's gonna be burned in a minute if he don't try to stop overdoing his fucking job of Mr. Nice Guy or Mr. Innocent or Mr. I'm just trying to keep the peace. You end up in a 7 of Wands in fucking reverse. Trying to just keep the peace, and you got conditioned by the person that you did not defend yourself from. You're them now. I don't give a fuck what nobody say. It's true. By default. Because you didn't put no type of hedge of protection or nothing. You're just wide open. Let people just talk to y'all any kind of way, do all that shit, man. In your mind, you gotta be saying, I'm about to get the fuck out of here and do it. Not sit for years and years and years. It'll turn into this. A motherfucker that don't speak up for themselves and somebody just accusing them of shit they're not doing, that shit will fuck your head. Man, when I say fuck your head up, when somebody starts doing that to me, since I've been dating as a mature person, I leave them. I'm not about to keep explaining to you that I ain't doing nothing. And I know I ain't. And you just barking at me, barking, accusing in your head. It's nothing I can say that. Then that's a state of misery. I don't give a fuck how good the sex is. Because it's all you there for real. It's the makeup part. Because everything is always accusational and fucking accusatory and fucking miserable. And blaming and projecting. And they envious of you too. What the fuck? Exactly. Door to personal healing and happiness. And that's it. What the fuck? They fighting you because they envious of you. Adjacent possibilities. They could be envious of that shit. Storm warning. Anytime they smell y'all getting a wind, they stir up. This is somebody. It could be family, friends. As soon as I said that, it could be family, friends, or whatever. You sit there acting like you all in a happy, being patient with your family. It's going to get back happy. And they even really consider the devastation that happened within that family. You know? Somebody ended up with a witch. I mean, nuts. And attached. A person in this type of situation would have to be the one to walk away. Especially if they're causing you to be in some type of financial constraints and got you all tied up in your spirit and got your money all tied up. This is what they do. Ooh, you do not sit there with that shit. Ooh. Oh. Y'all, I can't even articulate what I'm feeling. But I feel like people sat somewhere and just let somebody just do them any kind of fucking way and it rearranged you. It rearranged them. I'm not lying. The person couldn't do shit, but actually do the personal healing and happiness. Stay on that. Just stay on that shit. And if you meet somebody along the road, then you will be able to see them for who they are. And you will be able to deal with them as you are and not what somebody made you to be. Because somebody made somebody into a sorrowful, delusional, build on sand, think it's going to work out, playing a whole lot of motherfucking games, putting motherfucking financial constraint. Somebody always footing the bill. They used to that. I'm telling y'all, if a motherfucker been in a situation, if it's you or if it's somebody you know or somebody you cross-watching for, if they've been in there over 5 years, it's going to take them 5 years to be by themselves before they really can really be with somebody and not be, accusing them of cheating. And mind you, prior to them meeting the person, they wasn't nothing like that. But the person did it to them, so they turned them into themselves. Because they didn't speak up for themselves. They didn't defend themselves. They just was wide open. Just getting shot and just did any kind of fucking way. Broken low-key. For real. If they was to keep it real, that's what the personal healing and happiness came out. But somebody just got to be single. They do. I ain't even capping. Because it's other than that, they got a whole bunch of attachments. If somebody been in there 5 years plus, they have a whole bunch of attachments from another person. It's like just sitting in a chair, allowing somebody to just tie you up, slap you, beat you, hit you with the butt of a gun, anything. It doesn't matter. You're not like that. However, it will change you once you get out of that shit. And you'll become like that. You start doing shit that you wouldn't normally do prior to meeting that person. On some innocent shit. On some honest. Just, the type of person that don't even, lie how. May lie now. Especially if you're surrounded around liars. They're going to affect you. What do you think this is? Put on the whole armor of God so that you're able to stand against the wiles of the devil. Right now, Satan. Envious motherfucker that's attached to you. Blame you. Ooh. 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 Ew. Love and light, Taurus.